Tonight, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The numbers for Andrews last week: 7 catches, 79 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
He'll find Bateman once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start the drive with Harris. And some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone, and they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school, didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to his former level.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The Steelers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Harris running straight ahead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That 1st down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll run with Carter. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I like this focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Back to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Well, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. Throwing is Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But he turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw.
There's Chris Olave. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Shark able to bring it in. What a grab. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run again with Harris. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
165 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give. Carter running right. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Being chased out left. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the give, this is Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Carter straight ahead. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 15. And the Steelers set to take the field. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. Second and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. A give up the middle to Carter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Another run on second down with Carter. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Another tote for Carter. He'll get this down to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On first down, McFarland. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DJ Chark from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They're going to try and run.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground. Carter, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Carter. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Running left on the handoff, Carter. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Another run on second down with Carter.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Carter.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Carter will try the right side.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
A handoff for Carter. Down at the 25.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On second down, a run with Carter.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On third down, here's Carter.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.